waves of wrath stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible sword. His truth is marching on.
I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Oh, glory, glory.
Hello, America, my fellow patriots, my comrades. This is yours truly, Professor Toto, and I am on the road to Texas, so that's why you can't see my face. I'm headed to preach the gospel of the kingdom of Yahweh in Kerrville, Texas. I'll be there Saturday at the YO Hotel at 11:15. So the best I can do for you is audio. Darlene Carter, if you're in Oklahoma, you're not far from us. You should make it down. This Saturday at 11:15, I'll be preaching. All right. Let me get to what I want to talk to you about. The United States House of Representatives just passed a sweeping package of cryptocurrency bills. And just like clockwork, you guessed it, all the plotcasters, I'm no longer going to call them podcasters. They're plotcasters. There's always a plot. It's always something. Well, they're going bat crazy over these new bills. So I figured it was my duty as the watchman of we the people, as the curator of common sense, to bring you the truth. Now, if you were a subscriber to my daily blog, you would already know the truth because it would have just came to your email and you would not have had to wonder what's really going on. There's the QR code if you would like to subscribe free of charge, by the way, to my daily blog. All right. The headline said on the plotcasters that they're replacing the dollar. It's the beast system in disguise. CBDC tyranny is here. That's all of today's headlines. My fellow Americans, take a breath, relax, listen, and you'll get the facts straight. That way you can educate everyone in your universe, everyone in your world. You can actually share this with them so they can know the truth. Today, Congress passed 3 cryptocurrency bills. Number 1, the Genius Act. Now, why is it called the Genius Act? Because Donald Trump came up with it, the genius. What does it do? It regulates privately issued stable coins, not CBDCs. Get that in your mind. A stable coin is what Donald Trump is backing. It is not a central bank coin. The second act they passed today, so the Genius Act is going to regulate stable coins. The Clarity Act is the second one, and it determines who will regulate these stable coins. The SEC versus the CFTC. The third bill that was passed today is the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act. What does it do? It bans the Federal Reserve from issuing a CBDC or a central bank digital currency. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you again, Donald Trump, making America great again while Epstein is rotting in a ground somewhere. Thank you, President Trump. So let me say this again for all of those in the back. The federal government is now prohibited by law, thanks to Donald Trump, from launching a central bank coin. There is no back door to a cashless surveillance state thanks to Donald Trump. You don't have to worry about a cashless society now here in America. These bills are a firewall, is what they are. Not a funnel, but a firewall against tyranny. Now, let me give you the political breakdown. The Republicans saw these bills as pro-innovation and anti-government surveillance. Democrats, on the other hand, warned of corruption to crypto insiders and no consumer safeguards. That was their concern. But both sides did agree that stable coins does need regulation. They just disagreed on how strict that regulation should be. So let's rewind a little bit. How did we get here and why? For over a decade, well over a decade, crypto has grown with very little oversight, and the results were mixed. Let me give you a few examples. 2014, $450 million disappeared from crypto without a trace. That was called Mount Gox. 2022, $60 billion disappears from crypto. 2022, you remember Sam Bankman, his house of lies, they all collapsed in 2022 with FTX. 2023, many retail investors were destroyed with BlockFi, Celsius, and Voyager. Now, for many years, lawmakers just watched in hesitation, unsure how to define, how to regulate, or even understand digital assets. But by 2025, with over $150 billion in stable coins circulating, and China racing ahead with surveillance-based digital money, today Congress finally acted. All right. What is the difference, Professor Toto, in a stable coin versus a central bank coin? I'm so glad you asked. Stablecoin is issued by a private bank by real world dollars. Okay? Whereas the CBDC coin is not backed by real dollars. The stable coin is stable because for every $1 of stable coin, there must be $1 in real world money, period. Sounds sort of familiar, doesn't it? Do you remember when $1 bill was supposed to have $1 worth of gold somewhere to back it up? Same thing. Stable coins are supposed to have $1 in the real world. Now, where are these reserves supposed to be? They can be in the bank, they can be in treasury bills, or other auditable assets. And the issuer of the stable coin is required to prove they have the dollars by third-party audits. They're to maintain liquidity at all times and redeem stable coins for real dollars on demand. The Genius Act that was signed today requires all stable coins to meet these high standards or get off of the market. So what does the Genius Act actually do? Number one, it requires one-to-one asset backing. I've already explained that. It mandates independent audits and transparency. It allows for dual oversight. Both the federal government and the state government will regulate it. It lets small banks participate in stable coins. It prohibits fractional reserve style digital funny money. Now, if you don't know what that means, then you've not watched my teaching on gold. Fractional, there is no fractions, which is a good thing. So no, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a trap. It's a long overdue seatbelt for a vehicle that is already on the road. Now, on the very same day, the Congress passed the Anti-CBD Surveillance State Act. What does that bill do? It bans the Federal Reserve from issuing coins. It prevents programmable government money. There can be no programmable government money. It blocks financial surveillance of any type. So no, this is not what you think it is. This is a slap in the face of the globalist currency schemes. The elites are going to hate it. They're crying tonight. No, this is not the beast system mentioned in the book of Revelation. Do not confuse guardrails for handcuffs. Too many are crying it's a cashless trap, when in reality, Congress just took the most dangerous cashless item off the table, the CBD coin. And now the Wild West is under accountability. The murky crypto mess is being cleaned up. So this was not a loss. It was a win. And now, my friends, you know the best